The enable or enable secret passwords control access to privileged exec mode and thus to the other modes that let you modify the router configuration. The enable password is stored in clear text in the configuration file. The enable secret password, on the other hand, is stored encrypted. The router always uses the enable secret password if it exists. For security reasons, you should not use the same password for both your enable and enable secret passwords. To change the enable passwords, you must be in global configuration mode. Let's change the enable password to study. We'll now change the enable secret password to Cisco. Both passwords are now stored in the running configuration file. To examine the configuration file, we need to be in privileged exec mode. We'll use the show command to display the configuration file. Notice that the enable password is stored in clear text. The enable secret password, on the other hand, is encrypted. To set router passwords, use the enable command. The enable secret command sets the encrypted password that is used to gain access to privileged exec mode. In this demonstration, I'll show you how to set the passwords that control access to the router through a console and a virtual terminal connection. To set console and VTY passwords, you'll need three commands: line, to switch to the correct configuration mode; password, which sets the password; and login, which enables word checking and requires a password for entry. The process for setting the password for either the console or VTY lines is similar. To begin, enter Global Configuration Mode, then enter Configuration Mode for either the console or VTY connection. The router looks at both as a line connection. Use the line command, followed by the line type keyword. In this example, I'll use con because I'll be configuring the console password. You'll need to add one additional parameter to the line command, the line number. For the console, there is only one line number, 0. You will need to supply it even though there's only one. Be sure to follow the con parameter with a space before indicating the line number. Notice that I'm now in line configuration mode as indicated by the router prompt. Next, use the password command to set the console password. Just setting the password, however, does not ensure that a person has to supply it. Use the login command to ensure that everyone who wants to use the console must type the password. If you want to allow login without a password, use the no login command instead. Contrary to what you may think, the no login command does not disable login, it just disables the feature that requires a password. You can also connect to the router through a virtual terminal or VTY connection. This network connection simulates the console connection. Use a similar process to configure VTY passwords. Switch to line configuration mode with the line command, followed by the line type, VTY, followed by the line number. To configure a range of line numbers, type the beginning line number, followed by a space, followed by the ending line number. The line VTY04 command configures lines 0 to 4. In the configuration mode for the VTY lines, use the password command to set the password. In this case, the password applies to all 5 virtual terminal lines. Again, use the login command to require the password at login through the virtual terminal lines. When I'm done, I can use the show run command to view the configuration file entries. To review, you can use the same process to set passwords for the console and VTY lines. First, go into the configuration mode for the console or line. Second, specify the password using the password command. Third, use the login command to force users to enter the passwords.